Perfect.
Now found in this neighborhood will be considered enemy.
But that's all besides the point. Because the real problem was those treatment centers. They failed. Everybody died. The patients, the doctors, the nurses. The poor sons of bitches dumping bodies into the mass graves they had to dig in Central Park. Everyone. People dying on the inside, people shooting at us on the outside. When they finally told us to pull out, it was a blessing. Except now, all that's behind barbed wire. Yeah. That's where your dark zone came from. And the things I've seen, I don't care how much you're offering. I'm never going back in.
Echo available for playback nearby.
This is your final warning. Comply or you will be forcefully removed. You have no right to do this. Shoot her! No! Son of a bitch! Where?
This is Specialist Williams requesting immediate medevac. Second floor. We have a man down. I repeat, Ramirez is down and not responding.
The ATF, they were trying, doing their best during all this. Firemen, cops, crossing guards, you name it. All of them trying to keep things running when the water stops flowing and the lights start going out. And all you got is a badge and a promise that things are gonna get better. People start getting crazy in the streets, stealing food, taking it from their neighbors. What are you gonna do? After a while, they linked us up with them and called us all JTF. But it still wasn't enough.
God damn, this gear's shit hot. You get trained in all this before everything hit the fan?
Learned on Uncle Sam's dime before I went private. If you want, I can teach you to use anything we got here. Just pick your target.
Observing the southern...
God damn, it's getting shit hot. You get trained in all this before everything hit the fan?
Learned on Uncle Sam's dime before I went private. You won't. I can teach you to use anything.
From the first time I put on a uniform, I knew I was on the path to become the man I was destined to be. I knew I had accepted a burden that was going to last a lifetime. And even when I left our country's military behind, my obligation for service remained. That obligation is one I and all the men and women of the Last Man Battalion take seriously. We will get the job done. We will serve with honor and dignity, and we will, if necessary, fight to the very last man. Because that is who we are and what we do.
The Last Man Battalion. Security you can count on.
Really, better keep a lookout down here.
Readings indicate an echo nearby.
What happened on that rooftop? What you did, it's impossible.
I know.
It changes everything.
I know.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. We'll see.
Kiss my ass.
Okay. First of all, I owe myself an apology. Emotional outbursts are unacceptable, certainly unprofessional. apologize. I forgive myself. I move forward. Good. Now the question of the moment. This betrayal. This changes things. Things have changed. This is clear. We have been lied to. We are sent to do a job. Things get tough. Suddenly, we're not allowed to do it. Rules are broken. Values discarded. A city abandoned. This is the truth. This is reality. The man behind the curtain. I have to tell the others.
They're gonna have to kill me before I go back in that fucking hole. You hear that, assholes? This is our club.
Dude, get down! They got snipers and shit!
Dumbass, keep off the wall!
How do I say this quickly?
Okay, progress report. I've spoken to several other agents about the division's betrayal. This wasn't easy given our cell structure. I only knew the agents in my cell. One was supportive, two were not.
Every war has casualties, as I've been reminded. But the one led to others. I'm encouraged. Obviously, not everyone will be persuadable, but a 1 in 3 success rate is more than expected. I also received an unexpected connection to Colonel Charles Bliss of the Last Man Battalion. I'm told his might be a friendly ear. I look forward to bending it.
Ungrateful goddamn civilians. Can't they see we're helping them? Ungrateful goddamn civilians. Can't they see we're helping them?
Heads up, 2 o'clock, standing on the roof by the billboard.
Yeah, I see. Single target. Looks like the mustache could use a trim. Target 0.26 mils high. Angle 0.
Yeah, that'll put you at 1,220 meters. That's Darby's record plus 60.
And Darby's about to eat it. What's my dial?
Dial 18 mils, 1 click.
Wind?
9 o'clock, 3 miles per hour. Dial left, 1.2 mils.
All right. Package waiting.
Send it. Jesus!
You see Darby tell him to get his ass back to target practice? Your queen just got crowned.
Damn, that scares shit.
Who are these people? According to Directive 51, they're sleeper agents recruited from the civilian population to be activated only when the shit well and truly hits the fan, which, if you ask me, describes things pretty good. They're not military, they're not SEALs, they're not secret agents, they're people, coming from the people to help the people. They've been trained to maintain order and public safety in domestic environments under extreme circumstances, so people like us are able to do what we do best.
How do I say this quickly? Hello, representatives of the U.S. government and the virus relief efforts in...
Hi, Rick, it's Charles. I got your message regarding the situation in New York, and I think you're absolutely right. Things are going to get out of hand faster than the government realizes. They're going to lose control before they've even signed the deployment orders. You ask me, the only thing that's going to work is to impose absolute authority on the population. People are scared and angry, and that's when they'll act stupid and risk the lives of others. I've seen it too many times. Now, you want to shut those instincts down and enforce zero tolerance. Anything beyond that is not going to produce results. And in the long run, that will cost you a lot more than hiring my people.
God damn, this gear's shit hot. You get trained in all this before everything hit the fan?
Learned on Uncle Sam's dime before I went private. You won't. I can teach you.
Hey, honey. Do you hear that? That's your daughter. You've become a father. A healthy baby girl. Little Josephine. I wish you could see her. She looks just like you. You both got the same little frown. I miss you, baby. I wish you were here to share this. But we'll be waiting for you when you get back. Love you. Love you more than anything.
Observing the southern defenses. It's a hard checkpoint blocking the viaduct.
And 3, take control of the on-site armory, because I need those guns for my people. Now go to it.
God damn it! I was there. I was right there. I could have saved those people. I could have saved the whole fucking situation. Here's what I don't get. How do you recruit the best of the best and not allow them to do their fucking job? Son of a bitch. Thing is, we pull out now. We can't ever go back. The whole area just becomes one big dart zone. Totally lawless. Jesus, we're letting them win. Stop it. Stop being a pussy, get a fucking grip. Think, goddammit. Idiots. Motherfucking idiots. How dare they? How dare they?
God damn, this gear's shit hot. You get trained in all this before everything hit the fan?
Learned on Uncle Sam's dime before I went private. You won't. I can teach you to use anything we got here. Just pick your target.
Wish I could give a fucking break.
This is Eva Acosta, urban spelunker, and this is my first night exploring the Big Apple. Gotta say, it's spooky as hell here. New York used to be a very crowded place, but it is creepy how quiet it is now. Hardly any lights, just the wind howling through the buildings. Can you hear that pack of dogs? Don't know if they have rabies or what, but I am keeping far away from them. It's a moonless night and it's dark as hell. The streets are full of snowdrifts, and there is nothing moving anywhere. No traffic. Nothing. Don't think Manhattan has ever been this quiet.
Still catch that shit?
Eva Acosta, urban spelunker. Day 3. Yesterday some assholes shot at me. Soldiers. National Guard, maybe. I don't know who they thought I was. Anyway, I'm in Midtown today, not far from the Empire State Building, in front of Abel's department store. My papi used to bring me here when I was little to watch the Thanksgiving Day parade. There's a parade today, but I don't like the looks of it. Guys wearing gas masks and big tanks on their back are leading a group of people into a circle. Some of them are crying. I'm afraid to get any closer because I don't know what they're doing. Maybe I should take some pictures. Oh my God. They're burning them. Oh my God.
That's just code.
I'm glad you're on our side.
Thanks for pulling down the sass out of the fire.
That's the only eyes open.
Gotta lock this place down. We're just trying to survive out here.
I've had an idea, and it's a good one. Let's think about the virus. What do we know? That it's similar to smallpox. Not smallpox, but similar. Which means it's a designated variation. Smallpox is the base on which a designer made alterations. Now, live smallpox exists in only two places, DCD and Russia. The base virus had to come from one of them. DCD? I would have heard if their security had been breached. So, Russia. Now let's think about the designer. Are there virologists with connections to both New York and Russia? In fact, there are two. One's Russian, one's American. A little research tells me both were in New York on Black Friday. Thank you, Shade Tech.
Sign on to fight mercs. They got yours. You should have brought more friends. Let them have it. Holy shit.
find out there?
Progress report. Colonel Bliss proved receptive. A man of rare wisdom and insight. Not to mention a fine taste in single malts. New challenge. With most of the initial wave of agents either dead or playing dead, the division has apparently activated a second wave. Smaller than the first, it seems. Poor planning. For want of a nail, the war was... I'm sure they're good people. Unfortunately, they can't be allowed to succeed, so we'll have to cut some assignments short. Nobody said saving the world was going to be easy.
We can turn this damn city around.
You're sure this place is empty?
We've scoped it out. If we're gonna do this, we need to do it now, before someone else beats us to it.
In and out before sunrise. Just like we planned.
Just like we planned.
Observing the southern...
This is Eva Acosta, urban spelunker extraordinaire. New York has been cordoned off by the government, and I am in the most exclusive club in the world, Manhattan. Thomas and Blanca got their asses cut by the JTF. Not me. But then they don't have my mad parkour skills. I'm exploring the city and reporting what I see, taking nothing but photos and leaving nothing but footprints, and maybe the occasional audio recording, so people know where I've been and the incredible things I've seen here. The adventure begins.
You can see the results of relying on the Joint Task Force right here in the middle of Manhattan. That's what they're calling the Dark Zone. That's a melodramatic way of saying it's a region of complete lawlessness. No surveillance and total lack of ability to enforce control. That is something you cannot have on your watch.
Sir, I thought the purpose was to evacuate.
And how did that work out? Sure, they got the people out, but what did they let back in? And all the equipment and hardware they left behind? We're talking amateurs here, in charge of public safety in one of the biggest cities in the country.
Yes, sir.
The point is, this just proves that our operations are more efficient. Methodical expansion, civilian processing, enhanced interrogation. We're working at twice the efficiency with half the manpower. The fact that the JTF failed miserably with the Dark Zone is the same reason this city needs the Last Man Battalion.
Your mom didn't teach you shit.
LMB soldiers so we can keep you safe.
Am I shooting at you?
Progress report. It looks like the Last Man Battalion's the best bet, at least in the short term. I've set up a line of communication with Lieutenant Colonel Charles Bliss, and it's proving mutually beneficial. There's a certain overlap of viewpoints there, and some shared ambition. He's a man who has a vision for this godforsaken rock, one that I can work with. We've already collaborated on one operation in Brooklyn, but taking down a helicopter is just a first step. Let's see how far this can go.
Ambush Central.
Remember when we were back in the sandbox?
Gosh, yes. I had hair back then.
Man, you had everything figured out.
Not much has changed there.
You've always been good at leading soldiers. Leading them into battle, leading them to join up with a new PMC. They're always willing to follow.
Well, I've got some good speechwriters.
Knock it off, Charles. You write your own crap and you always have. And they'll always follow you. They'd follow you to the gates of hell if you asked. You've done a hell of a job here, Charles.
Hey, I'm not done yet. The best is yet to come.
I say we execute every last goddamn JTF we see.
This is very decent of you. I promise I'll repay you for this.
is Eva Acosta, urban spelunker. Day 2 inside the city that never sleeps. Last night was pretty freaky, but today's a whole different story. I mean, it's cold as hell, but I've never seen the city look so amazingly peaceful and majestic. The sky is ice blue, and everything is covered with snow. There are huge icicles hanging off the trees. It's like a picture-perfect winter wonderland. I went by the zoo, and it looks like someone let some of the animals go. I wonder if anyone's feeding the ones still there. What the hell is that? Is that the National Guard? What are they doing? There are prisoners in chains being dragged behind trucks. Oh shit! They see me!
Working on a cure.
Remember, you gotta rest some time.
Every minute we wait on attacking the UN is another minute Bliss can build his defenses.
Active echo beacon detected.
What does it say? It says a lot of things, but the part that matters is this. Certain people are now authorized to do whatever the hell it takes to clean up the big messes. Nuclear, biological, chemical attacks, pandemics, giant monsters, that sort of thing. As you might have guessed, their current situation qualifies. They're called the Division, and they're being activated as we speak. How do you know who they are? Look for those damn orange circles. You see the glow, then you'll know.
Think about it, Vicky. I survived the car crash. I survived the fire at Mike's place. I survived the dog flu. What if it wasn't because I'm lucky, but because they couldn't hurt me at all?
Come on, David. What do you think you are? Some kind of Superman?
No, I can't fly. Or maybe I can.
available for playback nearby.
David, I really don't think this is a good idea.
How do I know I can't if I don't try? Vicky, all the evidence points to this.
This is literally crazy. What if you... David!
Hey, Charles, this is Nancy again. I've reviewed your mission proposal, and I think it looks solid. I believe the board of directors will have no problem approving it. The only thing that stands out, perhaps, is the lack of support on Wall Street, but I think we all understand that under the circumstances, it's best to prioritize our primary assets in Midtown. I'm sure our foreign investors will be delighted to hear that you're taking them into account as well. Anyway, the board will be reviewing the plan in 2 hours or so. Just thought I'd send you a heads up. Talk to you soon.
Got a fever? Sorry, I got orders to put you down. Oh!
Let me rethink things a little. Did some more digging into our two virologists, specifically their work. That's where things got interesting. Now, if I'm reading Tchernenko's abstracts right, there was no need to steal the smallpox, not when it had already been decoded and digitalized and set up to be tucked into an email like any other attachment. And that digital genome was just sitting there, waiting for someone with the right know-how and the right equipment and the right imagination to make it live. This version of New York is just a start. The possibilities are endless. Is there a limit to what can be done? Let's find out.
Attention citizens! This area is now under the protection of the last man battalion. Mandatory curfew is now in effect. Please comply with any requests made by our personnel. We are here for your protection.
I miss the old New York. Christ, I'm sick of waiting around here.
Trouble.
3, 2, 1. Silent night, holy night. All is calm, all is bright. Round young virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Place is ambush central. Yes, I'm tired.
waste ammo!
Y'all ready for this?
Nobody plays hero.
Contact! Contact!
This is LMB territory.
I don't have the words.
Feels like there's an ambush around every corner.
Hey, I wonder what the JTF are up to.
Hey there! Come on over!
Ah, well. Hey, I'll see you around. Anything here I gotta have? I'm thinking this could be good. this out! Anything here you want? I'll see you next time.
Hey, gotta see it to believe it.
Echo available for playback nearby.
Nice backpack. Where'd you get it?
A friend.
It looks familiar. Where are you going with it?
Over the walls?
Really? Be careful what you find in there. And more careful what you bring out.
Do you want...
Hey, nice to see you.
I am Vitaly Tchernenko, physician and virologist. I live in Novosibirsk in Russia. I will record this journal to document the events in New York City after what they call the dollar flu outbreak. I am fortunate to be in New York now as I am to speak at Sinai Hospital Medical Conference. I hope to be of some use in this crisis. I have, how does one say it, mixed feelings. One does not wish others to suffer, but for virologists it is also excellent opportunity to learn. The first does not cancel out the second. Oh, I should add, English is not my best language, but more people speak it here than Russian, so I will use it.
As far as I'm concerned.
My talk at the conference has been postponed, as is the conference itself. This is not a surprise. The Russian consulate has called me in. I am to stay here in the consulate building until the crisis has passed. It's very comfortable. More comfortable than my hotel, in fact, but here one feels a little bit like a prisoner. Am I not more useful to help with the study of green poison? This is what they are calling the virus. If I can work with others? It feels like the bad old days. At least I still have my phone and internet. I will try to stay up on how things develop. Perhaps I can be of help from here. This is all very frustrating. I have a colleague in New York, Dr. Amherst Gordon. He was at Vector for a one-year exchange years ago. Productive time. He was very interested in my work, taking a dangerous virus, Ebola, say, and make small changes to the genome to make the virus less deadly but also more fertile. In the end, a harmless version will win out over harmful one. That is the idea. At the time, it was theory. Now, maybe it is possible using computer and modified 3D printer. I want to speak to Dr. Amherst and see what he thinks. I have called him, but he has not yet answered.
Get this over with! No, you're not a mess with us! Shoot him!
is Eva Acosta, urban spelunker, and I gotta get out of the city. It's like, I don't know, people are going crazy. I'm at Abel's, and there aren't any shoppers, just looters. The windows are all broken, and people are just taking what they want. They're laughing, they're screaming, they're fighting over shit. Where are the cops? Where's anybody in charge? I always thought I was some kind of anarchist. Flipping off the man, fighting the status quo. I camped out in Zuccotti Park for Occupy Wall Street. I protested the G7 summit, but this is just sad. There's a woman on the street and she's bleeding and she's crying and no one is helping her. And I can't either because if those looters see me, I don't know what they'll do to me.
I made myself a costume. I took Kevlar from them and I stitched it together and I made a mask and a cape. The cape was not very good in a fight though, so I got rid of that after a while. But I always took the fight to the enemy. I stopped them from attacking the innocents, dropping down on them from rooftops, preventing them from preying on the weak. And the Riker who tried to follow me back to my apartment, I am sure that I lost him before he... Wait, what was that noise? I'll be back in a minute.
You can just get away with not paying the tax. Shit. You gotta pay your dues, just like the rest.
Nice and easy.
Hands up! Earn that respect.
This is Eva Acosta, and I can't find a way out of this fucking city. I'm almost out of food, and I don't know what to do. There's a whole lot of desperate people camped out in the train yards, but I think a lot of them are sick. There's no way out through the Lincoln Tunnel. There's no way across any of the bridges. There's no way out anywhere. Getting in was easy. They're not watching for people trying to get in who'd be stupid enough to want in, but getting out? Oh, shit. I hope I'm not getting sick. I think I better head for the train yards. I don't know where else to go. At least there's safety in numbers there. If someone finds this recording, I'm hoping you can get a message to my parents in Teaneck, New Jersey. Isabel and Ramon Acosta. Tell them Eva loves them. Tell them I'm sorry.
Now, this city needs a hero. And I will give them that hero. I have always known that it was my destiny to someday be Manhattan's last defender of truth and of justice. And now is my time. It is time for me to don my mask and my cape and to go forth into the streets and to punish the wicked and to defend the innocent. It took the dollar flu, the so-called green poison to trigger my latent powers. But I became indestructible. I had become the living symbol of this city, and I have sworn to protect it. Rikers, the LMB, the strange men with the flamethrowers, I fought them all in the name of justice.
I am troubled by the news. The DCD says the virus may be smallpox, but the live smallpox virus is kept in just two places in the world, DCD and Vector in Siberia, where I work. It is very, very hard to access if one does not have the proper security clearance. If this is true, the one behind this may have the connection to DCD or Vector. They may even be known to me. It is disturbing. Still, no answer from Dr. Amherst. I am concerned for his health. I want to go to his home to make sure he is safe, but I am not permitted to leave consulate. I am too vital to Russian interests. So they tell me. Пожалуйста.
we need to do is assess our resources and define our mission statement. The statement is clear. We must retake control. And with the resources we have left, it's also clear we can't afford any half measures. Every soldier counts. Every soldier is a critical resource. There are no reinforcements being deployed. There is no air support. We work slow and steady. We secure the city sector by sector, and then we hold them for dear life. I need you all to be on your feet, ready to make some quick decisions. It's better to shoot someone innocent than to let someone guilty get away. And it's better to shoot first than to risk being shot, even if you're not 100% sure. That's how we will win this war. That's how we will save this city. Collateral damage is to be expected.
Don't just stand there. I'm your one-stop shop. It was your call, not to buy.
Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted.
Warning, entering dark zone.
Stupid!
New York.
Over here!
Or evening. I can't tell. And to be honest, I don't care. Could be 4 a.m. for all I know. What I do have is a little more info on that Directive 51 stuff.
You might regret not buying from me.
Remember I was talking about the sleeper agents embedded across America? All thanks to... Thought the fun was over, but no! You get a whole new bunch of faceless government overlords to deal with.
Agent, we've started pushing further into the dark zone. We're unlocking the gates that lead north towards Central Park. I need you to get up there and do a little recon.
Got some carriers! Hey. Over here!
Pleasure to kill you. Messed up shit.
We're bringing the hurt down!
You think the dark zone's a joke?
Agent, we've started pushing further into the dark zone. We're unlocking the gates that lead north towards Central Park. I need you to get up there and do a little recon. Let me know what you see and stay safe. It's not exactly friendly territory.
When someone notices you.
Agent, we're getting word of supply drops landing, but they're arriving in the dark zone. Something's going on, but I'm not quite sure what. One thing's for sure, you better get there before the wrong people get their hands on whatever it is, because I got a feeling it's not pasta and blankets. Get on it, Agent.
Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted.
Warning, now entering dark zone.
You need to look at this.
Look, there's no room. There's just no room anymore. The park is full. They can't keep up with the dying. The transport trucks are dumping bodies outside and headed back for more. Jesus, I've never seen so much death. They have to seal it off. No one should ever see this.
Not exactly scenic New York City, is it? But at least we got some idea what we're getting into. Thanks, Agent.